Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you all for the continued support and love. Really means a lot. Today we've got a Battle Zones 2 versus 2 on St. Marie du Mont, and we are playing as Germany with a guy named PDRR, and we're going up against Sir Clayton and good old Thundernut playing as the UK. In this match, we're going to be showcasing some proper rat tactics, some sneaky positioning, pressure in unexpected places, and why you absolutely cannot afford to neglect any part of the map, because one overlooked corner is all it will take. So let's get on into it. So, St. Marie du Mont, I really like this map. I think it's very thematic. I'm a big, in terms of World War II history, big nut for the Normandy invasion. Pretty much anything on the Western Front. So I definitely love a lot of the liberation maps, although they're not always the most balanced. We get the right spawn, so I'm going to be rushing out to the D point here on the east. We'll cap the midway point kind of on the south side. We're going to spread out our MG and assistant, take out the Car 98 from the Rifle Grenadier on each of these squads. And the second squad, we're actually going to kind of push more towards the middle. Looks like PDRR is going straight up the main road, right to the main church. So we're going to try to support him a little bit, all the while kind of cutting off any attack onto kind of our point on the southeast here. But they do already have a cap, so it looks like they've probably got an early Jeep out, probably a Vickers Jeep, I'd assume. But thankfully, we're not dealing with that just yet. And we do also call in a Rifle Grenadier attachment, so now we've got 3 Rifle Grens out, and I'm actually going to go with an early Panzerschreck as well, just in the off chance something rushes here. I'm kind of expecting to come across some type of opposition. This is usually a point that is pretty heavily contested by both Axis and Allies. We do see the Vickers out early, and PDRR is getting kind of shredded by it. He's doing okay. He's got his guys in the building, but he is taking some losses. And they do have the cap for now. But we should even it up with probably our home point. And surprisingly, doesn't look like there is anyone down here. I'm actually so surprised that you saw me check there. I was making sure no one on the other team disconnected mid-load, as that sometimes happens. So, yeah, they're both here. Just no early opposition, at least. So we can kind of take a couple seconds, spread the guys out, get them into this nice trench line, which the Normandy campaign obviously had a ton of. So a ton of trenches on these liberation maps. Take advantage of. And we're already going to start spreading guys out as well further up. Kind of get a decent line in front of both points here, just so that we can kind of take advantage of kind of an early warning, if anything. It looks like we have been able to take the middle and steal the... Is that the Vickers? Maybe we stole the Vickers Jeep as well, I believe. So it's pretty cool. So we'll have a nice Vickers to put to work. And we can see, based on the mini-map, they've capped their home point, but they haven't gone for the west point yet. So they are a bit slow. But this lack of opposition here has kind of allowed me to push really far out. So I'm already kind of taking advantage of these hedgerows. And the fact that kind of the center is obviously a very tightly contested town with a lot of stone walls. There's a lot of places to hide, guys, which if we can kind of take advantage of this, it's kind of my goal here. We're going to see if we can implement what you guys missed in the last video against Kikaru, a sniper Shrek. We're trying to get a sniper out into the back lines with a Panzerschreck, or inside these tight quarters. Try to take out some of these buildings, not the buildings, but try to utilize the sniper's stealth advantage with the Panzerschreck to take out some vehicles once we get to tier 2, tier 3. So, we'll see kind of how that goes. But we did call in a Fusilier squad to the middle to kind of help out. We've pretty much got full contention here. I was hoping that Panzerfaust was going to take down that building, but I'm guessing the Warhead just wasn't strong enough. We're going to get a couple MP40s inside the church. The center point is can be good and bad because it is kind of raised, so you can kind of lay down on either side of it. And we've gotten pretty much all the way out to their spawn. So their spawn is, for anyone that's played this map or hasn't played this map, it's right in that next field over. So I'm going to try to get that guy all the way up there and then kind of hidden. And I'm bringing up the Panzerfaust, Panzerschreck, and I'm pulling all these guys out of the point as well because there's no reason to just kind of sit here. So I'm just going to kind of set them up in locations where I can kind of ambush any vehicles, any squads that come up. And they have finally capped that far left point. So they are running a 3-2 cap in our favor. And I do have guys and Panzerfaust all up in their spawn. With one guy close, another guy rolling up. And we're going to see how far up this berm I can kind of get. When I get spawn right as I get up there. So I'm hoping they didn't see me. We can see a Crusader A moving up. We can see a mortar. And we can see a infantry squad in a truck rolling through. And they do have a squad on their back point, so I'm thinking they may be playing very passive. They may be not as skilled. Could be one of the few things. But they really need to push that squad out of their back point and try to get us out of here. As the Crusader A notices the guy in the cemetery. But I mean, at this point, we have probably 3/4 of the map covered with infantry compared to their quarter. So even with them having like a lane to our spawn, they're just playing so passive. I doubt anything's going there. But here we go. 6.5, 6:45 mark. We do call in the sniper. We're going to give him the Panzerschreck from an AT squad, AT detachment. Give him enough rounds. And then we're going to send him straight out to the flank. We're going to try to get him right up to the other guy in the spawn. And PDR is doing fantastic. The guys all behind that wall ambushing the mortar with grenades. That's crazy. Oh my god, the amount of nades. He did lose that squad though, but that's alright. It did take down the mortar. And we're now going to get guys all up on this wall. We're pretty much contesting them to like a single lane. And then their 2 points. But I played a couple games with PDRR. I think this was probably the third one I played with him today. And very good player. Very decent player. So definitely a lot of fun playing with him. I've never played with him before too. He's just a random. But I'm going to try to get this squad with some nades if I can, since they're just kind of lumped up. They're not really microing very well, so we do get a nice nade off. Second one finishes the squad. So 2 nades. Just take out the full squad. That guy has a Sherman coming up. So we do have a AT grenade in that last one that we might be able to use. They are now rushing a squad up through the lines. But, I mean, we've just got these guys just laying around everywhere. We're going to throw another nade. Get another nice nade off. Gets 4. Well, that one didn't do anything. Surprising. One more. Oh, we do go down. We got Valentine coming up too. Sherman, Valentine, Crusader. A lot of tanks. We could pull in quite a few things. We've got tier 1 vehicles that we can bring in as well, considering we are all around. But first, regular AT guy gets the Valentine. We do engine it and track it. So the first rat comes out of his hole. Second shot puts it on fire. We're gonna pull Rambo back here. I know we can get through this wall. I just gotta micro it. So we're gonna make this guy jump it. We're gonna go after this Crusader now. They just don't have, not being spread out at the beginning, obviously. It's just giving us such a good position. As we do hit the Crusader. Second shot does put it on fire. And the Sherman is right there too, but I'm gonna go back to the sniper and get him moving, as there's another Crusader out on the field now. Oh, and they do see the back guy, so we're not gonna push up. They noticed. So PDR is making a push onto the northwest point. And they are decaving us in the middle. But we'll bring in a couple guys, new squad. We should be able to flip the cap very easily. Especially considering they cannot really get any vehicles down the main road. But here comes a Crusader and a half-track. Had a Panzerfaust guy in the barn. Man, the... I know there's talk of the AI Panzerfaust and Shreks being nerfed. Or wanting them to be nerfed because they're heat-seeking missiles. I would agree that was a heat-seeker, although at the same time, second guy just completely whiffs, goes right over the Crusader. So he'll be the distraction. He does get gunned down though. But the sniper gets the shot off. I do believe we probably engined it there. But they are, they're losing all their vehicles. Which is very unfortunate for them. But I don't think it would help either way. But we do get Xavier into the point. We got, let's say, maybe tank crew? Nah, maybe reinforcements there. You see the Sherman, it's trying to get away. I'm trying to see where I can get a shot. Maybe through this opening. Yeah, we do. We do hit. I don't think we do much damage. Maybe just crew shock. Stunned. Knew where it was, so I wanted to fire one more time just to see if we do miss. We'll get this guy in this building. Just kind of holding there. Vet 6 AT already at the 12.5 minute mark. I didn't forget about this Crusader, so we are going to come back here. We're going to finish him off. And the sniper has extra stealth, and it's hard to see when they're prone, obviously. So we finish him off. He's now on fire. We're gonna get this guy kind of up the hedge, just so they can see. And the middle point has now been sufficiently smoked out. I believe that is their mortars doing that. So that's cool. We'll take that. We're gonna get another AT guy out here to get more ammo for the sniper. We've got a ton of infantry coming into the middle, but we are set up with our tier 3 infantry very nicely. We're going to direct control a little bit, but we do get gunned down. Another squad is finally starting to make its way over this way. So I'm going to tell the AT guy to potentially shoot, but I think he's kind of blocked by the hay barrels. And we're going to try to sneak the sniper up into this corner. Out of line of sight. We're going to go for a 2-3-4. Get him up onto that right side, because I'm sure this infantry is going to continue up to my point. And we're going to get an MG detachment as well down here. And we'll rotate these guys a little bit just to kind of get into a better position to block and buy time for the 2-3-4 to get up here. We got a truck full of infantry. Trying to see if I can get a shot off. That'd be a very juicy target. Trying to see if I can get this guy to jump. The pathing actually takes me through this building, so surprisingly I can get through. And we do put a rocket right into the truck, killing everyone in it. We've got a Staghound rolling up, not the CS version. We whiff with the AI. And none of these guys have AT grenades, so that's really unfortunate. We do have a Panzer Truck coming up, though, in the 2-3-4, so I'm going to challenge it with a 2-3-4. I'm hoping he still has HE loaded. That could have been HE. I don't know. We do go down, though. Unfortunate. So now I'm going to bring back the Panzer Shrek AT detachment. I'm going to call in another Gebirgsjäger squad. And I'm actually going to try to challenge this guy. Start crossing the open field. He pushes. We do get him. We're going to run right up on the other side of him. Out of where the crew disembark. But they did get around and did get us in the end there. So that's slightly unfortunate. We wanted to set that thing on fire. We're going to call in the 20-centimeter mortar for some big booms in the middle. So we've got a very good push on the left that they haven't been able to get us out of yet. And we've got the middle very well contested. So doing very good at this point. 785 and counting. We've got 65, defeated 0, I would assume. Although I'm not host, so I don't know if that is actual setting. We're going to continue moving up the sniper. Right as the Stewart comes through. But we're going to let this guy pass. So I want to see if there's any bigger fish to fry. I did hear what I thought was a Churchill, and it looks like that might be on the mini-map now. So if we were a little bit quicker getting into position, that would have been a prime target. That is ideally what I would have wanted to have gone for immediately. And now the Stewart does come our way. So I'm going to try to get these guys into the point, into the trenches, although we do have quite a bit of lag for some reason all of a sudden. One Faust misses. I'm trying to see why I'm lagging or who's lagging. Second AI Faust miss. Man, see, when I'm not controlling them, they suck. I don't know what anyone's talking about, other than that one long shot. Terrible. So we're gonna manually do this one ourselves. We do a hit, although it is fairly low. But it looks like it is enough to decrew it. So Stewart's down. Finish off the crew. Part of the reason you never push up tanks or vehicles without infantry support. And we do have the sniper in a very good position to ambush any vehicles that come this way. So I'm hoping we don't get spotted and we can do that. I'm even just making sure that he is truly hidden behind the berm. But the, what was that, an AVRE and an Achilles are going against PDRRs, looks like Panzer 3s. I'm going to call in a Stu 42 for the heat rounds to try to take out the Churchill. And at the same time, we are going to use the 20 centimeter mortar to try to put a round right on the top. As we do get a big hit of lag there. I don't know why we're lagging. We're the ones doing it. Very odd. We did have higher ping, so could be the reason why. But we'll spread out the boys here just slightly. And we're going to get this AD detachment up further onto the side. Stu was in range. We do hit something, though. So there's something blocking us. There's a plane coming in. I believe it's a recon plane. Stu hits... Yeah, it looks like he's hitting the ground. So very unfortunate we can't arc over that. We are at 935 though, so this should pretty much be it. They are decapping us though, so now we're gonna be playing off of kills for the moment. And they did find the sniper, unfortunately. Looks like he had a squad rush up, so we didn't even get to really use the sniper strike to the best of our ability. I'm gonna try again in another match later on down the road, but we'll see if we can get a nice shot on the Achilles. We do track it. We clip through the stairs. That's cool. Would be great if you can direct control up. They try to pee at us. Our shot hits the glass on that one and doesn't kill us. We're sending the Panzerfaust guy up to the AVRE. And we do finish it off. And we do end the game. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. The rat tactics were very strong. Always get guys out on your flanks. Don't neglect areas. Don't neglect points, as we can see why some of these AT infantry go off. But hope you guys enjoyed. See you on the next one.